Old Natty here. So this is yesterday's workout. You see me finish round 3 and start round 4. I do 4 rounds of what you see. I'm just posting the last round because I doubt people want to sit through the whole thing. And the last round is obviously when I'm the tiredest, so you can see uh, my struggles, my failure due to fatigue. So um, generally, when I put a circuit together, I follow working from biggest muscle groups to smallest muscle groups. Um, in circuit training, that probably is not that important um, because once you start, who know, who once you go through one circuit, who knows where you started. Um, but I do feel like um, hitting the biggest muscles first kind of, well, it truly does fatigue you um, more than smallest. And then as you hit the smaller muscle groups, um, it, it seems to kind of piggyback off of that original fatigue from the bigger muscle groups. I feel like um, I get fatigued faster. But I primarily follow that structure just because it's an old school bodybuilding um, philosophy, um, kind of coming from my background. Now, in true bodybuilding, especially for natties, um, they'll work in biggest to smallest. So be what I like to call squat full body or lower body full body. Um, so that's squats, deadlifts. You saw I did. I started with swings, which I consider low body full body. Um, Truly does call forth the most testosterone, and the whole point of working squat pull push for a natty is to trigger that biggest hit of anabolic chemistry um, to get the whole body going. Basically, coming from the 20 rep squat program, um, because you can't really target your muscles. Um, your body's delivery system is the bloodstream. So the more testosterone you can trigger that you have floating around, uh, the greater the stimulus to the full body. So if you hit it hard with, again, what I call lower body full body, and then go into your pull, into your push, they kind of piggyback off each other or ripple through the body and continue to heighten that testosterone dump. Um, but at my age, and the goal of this workout is not really to build muscle. I want to hit my muscle hard, obviously, try to keep what I have, and I want to elicit the biggest testosterone stimulus I can. Um, but I'm not looking to get big anymore, and you'll find that's out as you get older. You're not going to want to carry extra body weight of any kind, fat or muscle. I do, however, want to really hit and try to do my best to keep what I have. But in addition to that, um, I want to work at a very high aerobic into anaerobic capacity, at least some days, to really hammer the heart and lungs, far beyond the normal uh, kind of steady state, medium range cardio. And that's the goal of this workout here for me. Um, so I do 5 movements. Um, Generally, I recommend not going more than 4, and I usually will try to be less than that. Because again, my goal is to move as quickly from exercise to exercise. And And when you make these circuits too big, as you fatigue, it's really hard to keep track of where you are, and then that slows you down. Another thing I want to point out when putting circuits together is if you're using equipment, try to have it all close and kind of in your path so you can make those transitions quick and not allow yourself to recover. At least that's my goal if you're putting something together where you don't want to recover. I mean, if you're doing every minute on the minute or something like that, that's your business. I always strive to move as rapidly as I can from exercise to exercise. Even in something I would consider for me a strength workout, like heavy squats straight into pull up, straight into dip or push up. But again, this was what I consider, high end aerobic into anaerobic, and I feel like it flowed pretty well. Another thing I like to do when I put circuits together is go lower body, full body, then go to the upper body. And if I'm doing more than 3, squat, pull, push, go back to the lower body and kind of alternate up and down. I feel like it kind of facilitates better blood flow. You start out really hitting the legs and low back. So that gets the heart going and kind of pulls blood in the legs. Then you go into a pull, and you get that kind of up and down effect. But maybe that's not at all valid. But I kind of go out of order here. The main reason, if you watch it, is once I pick up the dumbbells, I had 3 exercises with them. Squat, row, farmer's walk. I didn't want to put them down so I can keep moving rapidly. But overall, this crushed me. And I think it was a good flow. At the end of this, you'll see me put them down. And I just show you a little segment at the end of round 4 where I sit down, pay attention to my chest heaving. I sat there for a lot longer than what you see. And that was my goal, to really blast the heart and the lungs. And this one did it. I haven't worked this hard in a long time.